This is Pete Moore on Halo Talks NYC. I have the pleasure of welcoming a new member of the Halo sector via the boutique category, Alex Zaltsman, hailing from Short Hill, New Jersey. Welcome to the show.
All right, great to be here, Pete.
Yeah, so we connected over LinkedIn, which is the power of technology and creating our own little virtual community here. So you've got an interesting story. There are a lot of people that are looking to change careers or looking to invest in the space, and some of that you can do through the public markets by buying stock in public companies, and others like yourself is say, hey, let me go and be an entrepreneur, but be under somebody else's brand and programming with Row House and Pure Barre. So maybe just give our listeners a little background on what you've done as a person, entrepreneur, and what made you gravitate towards to the Halo sector.
Yeah, absolutely. So my entire career has been in the technology field, whether it's technology services or recently mobile application development and essentially software development. And I sort of came at a point in my career where I said, is there anything more that I could do? Is there anything that interests me more? My company is running. Where do I want to be? And then I tried looking at buying companies to kind of expand my current business. That didn't work out because it turns out that in that business, when the economy's good, no one's selling. So I said, well, what's next? And I really wanted to do something with a recurring revenue model. Mm-hmm. I like fitness. It's a growing business. I remember when the economy tanked in 2010, I was going to the gym like every day, and it was full.
Yep. It was cheap entertainment.
Gyms were busy. It's great.
Yep. No, it's true.
I mean, it was the only place where you can actually find people congregating. It's at the gym.
Yeah, because they didn't have to spend any money. But I left my wallet in the car.
I don't know. These gyms were actually pretty pricey. It was crazy. So I always remember that. I said to myself, I want to be somewhere where there's recurring revenue, where it's relatively speaking recession proof. Mm-hmm. If there's a recession, people kind of take care of themselves. And they stop spending on themselves last. And I zeroed in on fitness, and then, long story short, I found Xponential, and I found Row House, and flew out there for the discovery day, and I was just blown away by the management team. That's just really what happened. I've been in technology, which means I've been in front of Microsoft, Cisco, all these big companies, and I've seen management teams, and I've seen the way things are done in companies. These people were the real deal. Mm-hmm. They've been able to amass this group of people that are just the best in everything, with real estate, in finance, in operations. And I said to myself, I'm not strong in everything. I'm only strong in a few things, and it's really operations. Mm-hmm. But they're strong in these other things that I'm not really strong at. So could be a great fit for me. So.
And did you, when you found Xponential, and they've been in the news, and they're definitely doing big things, and I wish those guys great luck. And what they're doing is creating. They've got a lot of opportunity to do a lot of different things, whether it's leverage, co-op, marketing between the different brands. Yeah. Whether it's saying, okay, this worked at this. I piloted it in this franchise, so now I know that it'll port over to the other one. So it's definitely an interesting play there from best practices. Did you end up looking at any other and kind of put them side by side, or did you kind of gravitate toward this? And you went out there and it hey, this feels right. It looks right. And I like the people.
I did. I mean, I did a little bit. I knew that just for my personal interest, I didn't have any interest in the big box gym type, like Planet Fitness and those types. It just wasn't my interest. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to do anything that was high intensity because I want to do something that appealed to a broad range of people. And the boutique space really caught my eye. I mean, I didn't know I don't even know how many companies are there like Xponential, but
not with multi-brands. There's a couple, but they're like Lyft Brands has a couple brands in there, which is Snap Fitness and 9 Round. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. Yeah. Let's talk about where you're at.
Yeah. So where I'm at is I bought a territory in New Jersey to build out Row House. I bought 3, and then I started going through the real estate process, which was challenging, to say the least. I found a space. Next door to it was a bar studio that went out of business. And then I said, I'm putting a Row House here. Why not be able to cross sell between, be able to share instructors? Why not just license Pure Barre and just have both of them next to one another? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm the bar studio should be open hopefully in June, and then Row House sometime later this year.
Great. Yeah, we know Deb and Eric over at Row House, so
Amazing
they've
people.
they've
So
done
great.
great things with their studios in New York, and it was smart of them to align with Xponential to get the kind of management bench that you're talking about, which a lot of franchisees, a lot of franchisors, it's going to be hard for them if they're independent and they're not, and they don't have enough capital for them to compete with Xponential or an Orange Theory that's got 150 people in corporate. You know, it's just this is not a mom and pop business anymore, and it's you gotta put some punches behind what you're doing and technology and mobile apps and lead gen, so on and so forth. So what's your plan? Are you going to be inside the row house? Are you going to run it as like an operation, or are you going to be like on the front lines?
Here's my goal.
Probably a row instructor, I bet.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a row. No one's going to want to come to my class. That's just not me. But
let's make it a beginner's rowing class and make it the instructor's a beginner also.
Only for friends and family.
Call it beginner and beginner.
Yeah. I got to say that my unique ability is the operations side, and what I really want to do is set up the team. I actually want to create a platform layer above the franchisor, and that's my secret sauce. How is it that I'm able to get my team, hire my best people, follow my best processes, so that I can take that and reproduce that, but just with the franchise. I can build these three out on my own. I think long term, I'm going to need help with capital to grow. But I want to go far beyond the three. Doing three is going to give me the confidence to see, look, I did this. Here's my P&L. Sure. Here are my EBITDA multiples. But I really want to go big with this. I mean, I truly believe in this. And this is where I want to be. I'm not going to be in the studio teaching classes. I'll be taking them.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So, with your other businesses, talk about, on the mobile app side and like how, give us a lens into like what's going on on the technology side, because we just kind of read about it in the papers and we kind of do our health and fitness stuff here.
Yeah. So, so there's two worlds. There's the consumer world, which is what you guys use, Facebook, Instagram, those kinds of apps. And there's the B2B world. And, there's pros and cons of both. I mean, my company, my skill set was always on the B2B side. And it's really maturing. I mean, from a business side, I think there's still opportunities there, but it's maturing. It's getting super competitive. The clients that we have are great companies, great clients. We solve a lot of problems for them because we get things done that other people can't do. But the reality is, it's a maturing market. And I'm actually thinking about, how can we take what we know about mobile and kind of integrate it with what I'm learning now with the fitness stuff, because I think there is a layer that could be added, and that's part of what I'm thinking in my secret sauce is, what secret sauce can I add to these boutique fitness studios with mobile? Right now they're kind of locked into these platforms, and it's fine for consumer, but how can I make my employees, how can I make my operation more productive by giving my employees the tools, better tools that other franchisees may not have, or maybe I want to develop these and offer that to the other franchise partners. Right. Because I know how to develop this stuff. I know how it works, and I'm just learning what the problems could be, how to make things more efficient using mobile. Yeah. So on the technology side, I'd say the fitness industry is usually like 10 years behind the curve. I'd say we're probably maybe 3 to 4. Healthcare. Healthcare is the absolutely last. Right. Yeah. They might even be way before us. But, a lot of the big software players on the billing side have now finally opened up their API. And if you have a certain amount of clients, and they basically allow you, to knock off their databases, which you didn't see before. Like everyone thought they could be like a little bit of a closed network, which, doesn't work. Serve anyone well. It's a waste. But when you look at what other companies are investing in technology and then saying, okay, look, if I've got these two studios right next to each other, the things you could do on mobile that the fitness industry isn't doing, like there could be like a coupon that, pops up, or like a dynamic pricing class that shows up if you hit the parking lot and you're on the app. So like, what's your vision of like what? So there's limited things. I mean, there's really nothing that I can do on the consumer side as far as Xponential, because they have their own relationships and their own apps, and they're managing all that. So, I mean, but outside of that, I mean, I see what MindBody does. I see what Club Ready does. I mean, I think tip of the iceberg kind of stuff. I mean, what it's possible, is far greater than what is there today. But I don't know how these companies are really focused on that, or where their focus is on mobile. Because I don't work for the franchisor. I can't control the consumer experience, but I could control the operations experience and the employees, and how much more efficient can I make my operation run using, still tying into like Club Ready, which is what Xponential uses.
Right.
Tying into them in some innovative way. That's my own secret sauce. But to answer your question, I think there's a lot of, it's kind of untouched. It seems like every brand has their own app and stuff like that. They check in, and it appears that MindBody also must give access to other developers to do stuff.
Like what, latching onto that, or like widgets. They actually provide
APIs.
They do. They actually allow people to do a user interface on top of it now, I think, as well.
Okay.
Not just like private label, but like a full.
Oh, they give them like the app, and they can customize the app.
I believe that they're at that.
They can do that
stuff now.
That would be called like an SDK in the technical world. Yeah, there's just so many things that I think that are possible. I used the MindBody app just for myself personally, and I wondered, are they really making this investment? I know they were just acquired by a private equity firm,
right?
But I think that's probably a place of opportunity to improve, in my opinion. But I'm not going to be playing on the consumer side because I just can't. I don't have any visibility or control over that side of it. But I'm planning on doing something on the back end side.
Gotcha. So going into this, you purchased the franchises, you got the locations going. Just for our fellow entrepreneurs, what's, if anything's keeping you up at night, like what are you concerned about? Because there's probably other people that have that same concern or fear. So might as well tell them that they're not alone.
Money's being spent, and I hope that one day someone's going to walk through the door with a credit card. We have a pre-sales process. I'm following the playbook.
Yeah.
But from my world, coming not from this fitness world, I'm like, I'm usually getting paid like, 50% up front, very large 6-figure amounts. And like, I'm trying to collect $100, a month from somebody to provide value to their life. That's what's really keeping me up, is that is this really going to happen? Am I really going to get people walking through my door? Are they really going to be calling me saying, hey, I want to be a row house. Here's my credit card number. And, and there's like, 500 of these people that are going to be there, walking through my studio. Just these things that I'm looking forward to. It's hard to kind of like bridge that gap. I'm like, oh my God, this is really going to happen. I'm doing all these things, but it's really going to happen. That's that. Really keeping me up at night.
No. So, the pre-sale is pivotal.
Right.
We had several clubs who, you open up without a pre-sale, and it's just like you could hear a pin drop in the club, so it doesn't feel full. The classes aren't full. Like the experience like drops. So and you can't recapture that.
Right.
So the pre-sale, like the Orange Theory groups, they do. You're actually not allowed to open a location unless you have 300 members with their credit card numbers.
Similar with Xponential. It's very similar. They put in, their playbook has that. And I'm actually, funny that you mentioned that, because literally today is the start of our pre-sale for Pure Barre.
What are you doing here?
In Livingston.
No, I'm just kidding.
Digital, which I had.
I'm saying, what are you doing here?
You know what?
You got to be at the pre-sale.
I said that if I didn't come here today, I'm just telling Dave, if I didn't make it here today, I'm not coming here next month, because I'm going to be like an almost opening. We're fast tracking. We're basically compressing the entire process by like, 70%, because the pre-sale is really designed for like a 12-week process, something like that. It's a multi-week process. Mm-hmm. But we are, because everything's ready, we're going to be opening up much sooner. And, I have some free rent built in, and the rent kind of starts soon. So I'm not going to wait 12 weeks or 10 weeks before opening. So I wanted to get the pre-sale started early. Today is actually the first day. So.
All right, text us afterwards. Let me know how we did.
Yeah.
hopefully got a voicemail right now with somebody's credit card number and say, call me for the CVV or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you got 3 locations with Row House. You got 1 Pure Barre? Or did you buy additional?
Yeah, just 1. No, I just, the Pure Barre, as I said, it was sort of opportunistic, because it just happened to be there. Mm-hmm. But the more, and I didn't know that much about it, but because of my trust in Xponential, I said, you know what? If they bought this company, it's got to be good. So the more that I learn about it, it's mind-blowingly good. I mean, I'm as excited about it now as I am with Row House, to be honest with you. I mean, I
think you'll have people going, and buying memberships at both. And I heard that they were trying to create some kind of class pass, like
they're
co-op.
They're talking about that.
I don't know any non-public information, but just the.
I mean, I don't have. I mean, we don't at this point. We don't have anything like that, but that would be a great thing for them to implement because it makes so much sense, at least within the brands. And I know some Pure Barres are using ClassPass as well. I'm not sure if we're going to do that with our studios or not. But yeah, I mean, it would make total sense.
Is there anything in the industry that you'd like us to explain, like EBITDA? I'm just kidding.
Let me think.
Halo stands for Health, Active Lifestyle Outdoors, so you could be like a Halo, New Jersey evangelist. So we'll keep you for that. Yep. And I mean, we're happy to. We hear a lot of things. So like, if you have a great month, you could ping Dave Gallon and I and say like, "Hey man, am I the only guy who had a great month, or is like everybody up?" and then if things don't go well, you could call us up and be like, "Yeah, everyone's down 20%." So why don't we give you that?
Thank you.
We'll give you that.
I really
monthly,
appreciate that.
End of month, check in.
I'm hoping not to hear a pin drop. I'm really hoping. That's what I'm hoping for not to happen. But yeah, I'll be glad to keep you guys updated on our progress. Well, hopefully we'll be opening like in early June. So looking forward to it.
Great. All right. Well, look forward to hearing the progress. Let's do this again after
absolutely.
you're at, after you take down this ADA and we go to the next one. And people are coming in not with their credit card, but maybe like their wire instructions to say like, "Hey, I want to send you money."
The wire.
To grow.
Wire's good.
I want you to grow more.
That's what I'm looking for. I mean, this is where I really think my strength will play is that I can show people what I've done, and then I want to go big with this. I mean, I know that I have the ability to do it.
That's great. All right. Well, welcome to the Halo sector. I will say, once you get in, you're never coming out. So
I love it.
So you're here. Forget about the mobile apps and everything. No. Like, you are a fitness guy. So
awesome.
You don't need to update your resume anymore because you're here to stay, like us. All right. Great to have you on.
Thank you, Pete.
Good luck.
Thank you.